Hi Crestwood, happy September 1st to you. Hard to believe the calendar is changing now to a new season, the season when we move into fall, which brings cooler temperatures and leaf changes and all that fall brings with it. Excited about what God has in store for us in this new month. And thankful to be able to spend this time with you today to share this devotional with you for this Wednesday, September 1st. Today I'm thinking about all the animals that are in my life that weren't in my life a month ago. So a month ago, I was in the house by myself. Then I got married and Amy moved in and brought with her 2 dogs, Parker and Maddie, 6 chickens, Basil, Sage, Daisy, Violet, Olive, and then we ended up picking up Lexi, who showed up at our house one day, so we have 6 chickens. I love it. Love having the animals around. The dogs are wonderful. The chickens are so much fun. They are a blessing, and so now we have the Wilcoxon Zoo with all those animals around. There are other animals that are in our house and our yard and our life, which we wouldn't necessarily choose. Things like flies. We had a lot of flies in our house. Our backyard is infested with mosquitoes, and there are some snakes hanging around our yard too. Again, I don't know that I would choose to have those, but I don't think it was my choice. And so would love to just have dogs and chickens and not have to deal with mosquitoes and flies and snakes. But we're not given that choice. We take whatever is a part of where we live. And I got to thinking about that when I think about the people that are in our lives. It'd be great if we could just surround ourselves with people who are like cuddly dogs, who always love us no matter what and say yes and are great companions. It would be great if we could just kick out the mosquitoes and the flies, the people who pester us or harm us or cause us trouble. And yet to live this life in the world means that we will interact with both the people who are a blessing to us and the people who are a challenge to us. Of course, people are more complex than animals. A person can be as loyal and friendly as a dog one day and be as pesky and intruding as a fly another day. And so what I try to remember is when I'm dealing with someone who is a challenge for me, who is difficult, is that they may be having a fly kind of day. They may be having a day where they're just struggling. They may have just been with someone else who treated them badly. There's always a story behind a person's behaviors, a person's attitude, and it's really hard for us not to get caught up in our own feelings and get defensive or get angry or get frustrated at the other person. But we have to remember that as much as someone is a fly to us, we're kind of a fly to other people, right? We have our days where we're the ones who are pesky and intruding and a nuisance. And we simply ask for people's grace and forgiveness when we have those days. And so I want you to think about that as you go through your day. I want you to give thanks for the people who are loving and loyal and gracious and friendly and who lift your spirits. Give thanks for them. And for the people who don't, for the people who get on your nerves or who post things you disagree with, or who just make your life more of a challenge, I want you to say a prayer of grace for them. I want you to pray that God be a part of their heart and to soften their heart, but also for God to remind you that sometimes you're that person to somebody else, and that the person who is being a fly to you may just be having a really bad day. You know, Paul says in one of his letters that as much as it is up to us, we should seek to live peacefully with each other. I like the disclaimer there. As much as it's up to us. Sometimes it's not up to us whether there's peace or not. And so we have to control what we control. But our focus should always be to live at peace with one another. Even those people who are the flies and the mosquitoes and the snakes in our lives. Always seek peace in your relationship with each other. That's the goal. It's not one we always do well every single day, but every single day is a new chance to live peacefully with each other. That's my prayer for us today. God bless you, Crestwood.